Hey, what's up guys? Doing front brakes on a 2013 Nissan Altima. These are pretty basic. First we're going to start by undoing our 14mm bolts. There's two of them, one on the top, one on the bottom. Go ahead and get these loose. Mine just came right undone. You may need to hold that nut with some pliers to get yours loose. So once you get them loose, just unscrew them with your hands. Just get both of them here. Alright, we got them out. So then caliper will just slide right off. And then I go ahead and just twist it over here and just lay it over here gently. That way it's out of the way and it's not hanging. You go ahead and pull these pads out. And if you notice, these pads at the top, they have these I guess it's a sensor and a spring. This one has one too. And just note that this part goes on the top. This is the top part. Bottom doesn't have this little spring. Alright, so now I'm going to get these caliper bracket bolts off. If you're not doing anything with the rotors, you can just skip this part. But this is for people getting rotors out and machining them or replacing them. It's a 22mm bolt. It's a big bolt. It's hard to get off. I have to be honest. I'm using my gun to get it off. Not to say though you won't be able to do it in your driveway. You still might be able to with some leverage or like a bigger ratchet. But once you get them loose, go ahead and unscrew them. And yeah, as you can see, it's a big bolt, and this one has Loctite on it. It's that blue stuff. I don't know if they all come with Loctite, but this one did. Alright, go ahead and get these out. And once you get those bolts off, the caliper bracket should come right off. Go ahead and take my rotor off. And I'm going to machine this and put it back on. But before I go do that, here's our new pads. As you can see, they have the little spring and sensor mounted on the top. This brand is CarQuest Gold. Here's the part number for this model and year. These are like basic pads. They're nothing great. You know, they're just regular ceramic pads. You can get them at your parts store. So I'm machining my rotor. Now I'm gonna put it back on. Or if you have a new rotor, you know, we put it back on. And before we put this caliper bracket back on, and even if you never took it off, you should lube these pins. So you can go and slide these pins out. And the one with the black grommet is the one that goes on the bottom. So once those are out, I'm going to go ahead and just put a little bit of lube in these holes. That way those pins never get seized up and cause some funky brake symptoms. Alright, so now I'm going to put my caliper bracket back on with those slide pins back in, and go ahead and hand tighten these down and tighten them back up. These are bolts that you should try to get really tight, as best you can if you're in your driveway. I have an air gun, so they're nice and tight. So my 22mm bolts are tight. So I'm going to take my pads, and I'm going to put a little lube on these ears of the pads, these edges, and up here, just to make them slide in better and to just prevent any noise that may occur. I always do this with like just, you know, basic auto parts store pads. So I got them in, and as you notice, I got this part up here. This goes in with the pad. The spring goes out on top and pushes against the caliper bracket, but that bottom piece goes actually in with the pad. So I know it's hard to see, but that's how it goes. So now that I got my pads in, I'm going to try to put my caliper on. I got to compress it first. I have a little tool that will push the piston back in. If you have some big channel locks or something, you can do it. You know, just be gentle around that boot so you don't tear the boot or anything. Alright, so I'm going to put this back on. And now I put my 14mm bolts back in. Just screw these guys in. And when you're tightening these guys, try to get them tight. If that nut on the other side just spins, you might want to hold it and tighten it just so you know they're tight. So we're going to go and get these tight. And you're basically going to repeat this procedure for the other side. So there it is, it's all done. So thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe.